Apprenticeships have always been the way that potters were trained in the past. You see how it all works. One of my ex-colleagues said, "Oh, I've got a fantastic Japanese student. She'd really look for some experience, so perhaps you could take her on." And she started working at weekends, and she became really helpful, and I really saw potential in her. She's doing incredibly well. You know, Yo is a fantastic potter now. With the demise of the colleges and ceramics colleges closing down, I mean, Goldsmiths was the first, pretty well, and since then many have gone. You know, I was really very disheartened by this and feeling that really it's the only way we can go is actually to sort of set back into apprenticeships again until those in power begin to realise what's missing in those colleges and that we actually need to put them back in. And partly where the idea came for Adopt a Potter, because apprenticeships have always been the way that potters were trained in the past. You know, it started off with a few of us just donating pots and raffling them. And then we had the idea to go to Hatfield and see if we could really do sort of a tombola thing and get everybody involved. And I think it's been very successful. So then we, you know, started putting adverts out to find potters and find apprentices and try and put them together. Our first one was Sheila Herring, and she went and worked for Jeremy Stewart. And then since then we've had 4 more. We had Mickey Sloshing with Fleen, and we've got another 3 already working out there at the moment. I hope we can continue on and help fill that shortfall that's happening now. You know, kids are not taught in schools anymore, you know, certainly not ceramics because of health and safety, and so maybe there won't be too many people like me starting so young. So we have to try and fill that gap. You know, I think the Crafts Council is now realised and is trying to do that. They've set up a programme now bringing, you know, pottery into schools and things, but unfortunately the top end has been cut now, you know, in the universities, so they might fire people up in schools and secondary schools, but there's nowhere for them to go. So what we can see in the future is possibly having to fund, at the moment we fund 1-year apprenticeships, but I think in the future we can see that it's going to have to be 3 or 4 years that we're going to have to fund. So we're going to have to start looking for bigger money really and bigger funding.